Alright, so in this video we're going to go over the easy way to do bundles on Amazon. Now this is going to be via dropshipping and not via FBA, and you're also going to have a lot simpler process for keeping track of things and shipping out products. And I make the bundling process easy when it comes to my dropshipping business, so this is exactly what I'm going to show you. So I'm just doing some research on some products that are between like 20, 30 to maybe 50 or 60 bucks. So I'm not doing any low ticket stuff like any 5, 10, $20 items. I'm doing like 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm just looking at some backpacks. So I found this military backpack, military style backpack. It's 30 bucks. Now with Source Universe you get 10% off free as a reseller and 20% off as an exclusive reseller. I'm just going to go with the 10% off free. So really this thing's going to be 27 bucks and that's free shipping. So all I did was go to Amazon, search out a keyword really quick. So I found a keyword that has just over 1,000 results. So I could probably find a better keyword with more search volume and even less competition, but just for this sake of this video, I found one that I would probably still use just for the sake of this demo. So hiking backpack, 20 liter, waterproof. It actually pops up with a predictive search as well in Amazon predictive search, and this is exactly what this item is. It's 20 liter right there. Hiking style backpack. You could do different keywords, different, you could even do military, but I'm not sure if this is military grade, so I didn't want to use military in my main keyword search. So next thing I want to do is take a look at a supplier. Where can I add on a bundle? Like where can I add a product on if I'm going to drop ship it, right? How can I add a bundled item to my listing? So there's two things this is going to do. One's going to protect your listing from other sellers. If other sellers are going to be able to find your product, let's say other people can find this supplier and find this product, maybe they'll piggyback, and you're not brand registered, so you're not actually protecting your product listing under a brand, then other people could potentially piggyback it. So one thing that adding a bundle to your listing does is keeps people, other third-party sellers, from piggybacking as easy, because they see, oh, for one, it's a bundle, and for some sellers, they just want to be able to piggyback single items and continue to move in volume, right? So if they see your item's a bundle, they might not want to mess with it. Number two is if you say the item included in your bundle is also branded by you, then it also keeps sellers at bay for when they're trying to bundle, because now they got to deal with potentially two products that they're going to be backing on and not just one. Right, and I've been doing this for a long time, and it works really good. Third thing this does for you is Amazon likes when you add value to your products, to your listing, especially when you're adding your own products to Amazon and not piggybacking like everybody else. So if you're creating your own listing, adding a bundle, those are the three things it's going to do for you. And like I said, Amazon likes it too, and it adds you a couple layers of added protection. So for me, I literally will just find, and so if I'm going to, another thing it does is adds perceived value. So if you're going to be competing with people that have, taking a look at prices, 35 bucks, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 30 bucks, 25 bucks, 55 bucks, 75 bucks, 35 bucks, $40. So anywhere from like $20 or $15 all the way up to 75 bucks. That puts us at a ballpark median price of like 45 or 50 bucks. So if we're going to list ours for somewhere around there, I would probably want to go less than the average price. You definitely want to be in the lower 10 to 20% of all prices on Amazon, because it's not all about pricing. But if you're selling a very similar product and there's a lot of options, I mean, for me and for most customers, they're going to go with, if they got a lot of options, one of the things they're going to consider is price. Then the next thing they're going to consider is, what do I get for this similar price of like 35 to 45 bucks or whatever? What am I going to get for it? So you can see this guy right here, he includes a little day pack with his bag, right? This guy also includes a little day pack. So you can see some of these smarter sellers are bundling, and it does help because you're giving a customer more value, and like I said, Amazon likes that, right? So you can do really good with just single products. You don't need to bundle, but the bundling, that's the sake of this video, is to show you a few different things bundling can do for you. So I would list this product at, say, if it's going to be $27 in free shipping, I would list it at, say, $39.99. So it's like a 15 to 25% markup. So I'm hovering somewhere around 20% profit. Now I have to find a very cheap add-on item, right? Like a bundled item. Otherwise, if this item I find is $5, then that's going to eat away at all our profits. So we need to be able to find an item for like $1, maybe $2. Only place I know where I can do that is AliExpress. Now the problem with that, you're probably going to be thinking, well, it's going to take a month for the customer to receive it, and you're going to be shipping it this item from this supplier, and then the bundled item from another supplier. So in the description of every single one of my listings where I do a bundled listing from AliExpress, I will put bundled items shipped separately via economy shipping. That's what I put. Separate item or bundled item, or this item, whatever the name of your little bundled item is that you're adding on, put shipped separately. So if anyone asks where is this, you can say in the description it notes it shipped separately, and it'll take this long because it's economy, not ground, etc., right? But what I like to do is if you can actually find an add-on item or an item you want to bundle in with your main product that you're trying to sell, and you don't want to have to put economy shipping or have them arriving at like way different times, then I will search. Let me search. Okay, so military style hiking backpack. So I'll just type in something like tactical. The next thing I'll do is click ships from United States. So this way I'm only going to find products that will ship much faster than from China, right? So now we don't have to worry about will the product arrive at a different time. The only thing you have to worry about now is can we find a product that's like $1 or $2. Okay, so there's a pouch bag right there. That would be like the perfect little add-on. We could even find something else. There's like one of these tack knives, glass breaker knife. Maybe we could even sort it by price. Here we go. There we go. So we can sort by price and have an item that will also ship from a supplier, right? These are going to be United States, or they're going to air ship it from China, and they're going to include it with a bulk of different orders and have it arrive in like 4 to 7 days. So that's usually what I will choose. Is make sure that the supplier says guaranteed to arrive in 4 to 7 days, and it'll say USPS or UPS, which is very cool. Now I know we go over this in previous videos using the US ship from for AliExpress, but I'm just going to find something really quick that I could throw in this package. There's a first aid bag for $1, and we have it under ships from US. Let's see if it actually does. So I'm going to click US. I'm going to click the bag. Okay, they ship from the US, but they're going to charge you $10 shipping, so that would not work. Right, we need to find an item that's not going to charge us $10 shipping. And I'll scroll down. Maybe this little glass breaker knife. I'm expecting like $1 or $2 shipping, but if it's anything more than that, then I wouldn't use it. Okay, $3. So the shipping plus this equals $4. So if we're going to be paying $27 plus $4 for our bundled item, that's $31. After Amazon seller fees, it's going to take us to about around $35. So selling it for $39.99, it's only going to be about 15% profit now instead of 20%. But it's still doable. And this is just a very quickly done. This is the first product I looked at, right? Like I pulled up 2 bags. I didn't do the research for this product. I just did that right now for you. And I can make 15% profit on this. And that's if I go $39.99. Because we're adding this tack pen, I'm pretty sure these tack pens usually go for $10 on Amazon. And Amazon algorithms will be able to decipher that. So if you wanted to go $43 or $44.99 for your bag plus this tack knife, I would probably do that. And then that puts us up again above 20% profit margin. So all I would do is create my listing from scratch, use my keywords, do all the methods that you know or that we teach in SupremeCommerce of how to do an original listing from scratch, how to create your own listing, even how to build a brand doing private label dropshipping from suppliers like this that let you do it. Listing this product for sale and adding that bundled item. Now when doing a bundle on Amazon, you must do 3 things. One is put the word bundle in the title. Number 2 is put the word bundle somewhere in the description or also in your bullet points. And number 3 is include the image of the secondary item included in the bundle. So with that being said, that is literally the research process, and that is how I would list a bundled item. This is how I list my bundled items, right? This is exactly what I do. I find items for a couple dollars from AliExpress. I try to find ones that will ship from the United States, that will ship fast for like a couple dollars, and I will add that on to my bundle. Now, because this is an unbranded item coming from China, you know, no one's going to complain if you're putting this under your own brand and you're including this little bonus item. Does not matter, right? I've been doing it for years. And it works extremely well. And like I said, there's a few things that it benefits you is from other sellers, right? For the fact that another seller is not going to want to jump on a bundled listing because a lot of third-party sellers are lazy. They just want to find an item that's just a single item. They can easily keep track of inventory and they can piggyback and go. So that will keep those types of sellers at bay. The other sellers will be the ones that are willing to piggyback, even if it is a bundle, but then they see that you're saying that the item, the backpack's branded by you, and the bundled item is also branded by you. This will keep away the more brave third-party piggyback sellers that don't that'll literally have no problem with jumping on your listing if it's just the single item or if it's a bundle. But for me, when I can give you a real life example. I have products that I sell single units under my own brand, rather I've registered the brand yet or not. See, I don't register and pay for a trademark or a brand until I get products to start selling under that brand by drop shipping it under the brand first without trademarking it, right? So I've had real life examples of people piggybacking on my listings once they start selling, start getting ranked. People will find a supplier, or maybe they'll find a similar item on AliExpress and they will piggyback it, and I will send them my get off my listing right now, or I'll report you to Amazon for infringing on our intellectual property. And a lot of sellers will jump off, but what I've found is sometimes the sellers will not get off the listing until you actually file an IP claim against them, which is really stupid because all you have to do is go trademark your brand if it's not already, register it with Amazon Brand Registry, and if they're still on your listing by the time you've done that, which could take a few weeks or a month, right? And if it's for listings and products on Amazon you're selling that you have a long-term plan for, and these guys are going to be cutting into your sales 1, 2, 3, 6 months down the road, you need to register your brand and kick them off. So the stupid thing about these sellers that are doing this, when you send them a letter and they don't get off, well, guess what? Now that I know I'm making sales on this brand, I'm going to go register it, and then I'm going to send you and file an IP against you. And you may even get suspended from Amazon, right? Like some of these sellers are just relentless because they think they can get away with it. Maybe they get away with it in the past. But when someone files an IP claim against me, I remove the product, or I go to the supplier and I get the reseller rights. Or if I'm selling other brands, I'm using wholesalers where I have the rights to sell. But some companies will still do it, not knowing you're a verified reseller of their brand or not. And that lies the problem in reselling brand name products. But when someone's doing it to you, that's what you have to do, right? And some sellers don't care. They're relentless. They will piggyback your items no matter what. And that is when you would, if you don't already have your brand registered and trademarked, go do it. Register it with Amazon Brand Registry, and you can take your existing ASINs of items that you have not yet registered with Amazon Brand Registry under your brand. You create a new brand, trademark it, trademarkia.com. You then go and brand it and use Amazon Brand Registry and register that brand. Now, the products you have listed under that brand will not automatically get put under Amazon Brand Registry protection, so to speak, right? You have to go actually add them manually. You have to add the ASINs under your Amazon Brand Registry account. You actually create a little Amazon Brand Registry, and then you'll be able to go to your brand. You will be able to add via UPC or Amazon ASIN and add those products to your brand registry, and then you will be able to get people kicked off your listing or file an IP because you have your brand registered with Amazon, right? And this is the way I've been doing Amazon for a while now. This is the way I highly suggest you guys sell on Amazon, is creating your own listings from scratch and registering brands for the products you're selling, trademarking it and registering it with Amazon Brand Registry so you can protect your business for the long term. If you're reselling brand name products, I don't recommend using suppliers like Walmart and Bed Bath & Beyond. The only two suppliers that are technically retail that I would ever suggest using would be Overstock and Wayfair. And the reason being is Overstock and Wayfair both have business programs. They both have reseller programs where you're allowed to resell their products. They will send it with no invoice, no pricing, so you won't have customer complaints. And now it's technically like a little loophole in Amazon dropshipping policy because you're allowed to dropship on Amazon, but you're not allowed to do it from retail suppliers. But if you create a business agreement with Overstock via Overstock Pro, and you create a business Wayfair Professional Services by signing up for Wayfair Pro Services, then technically you're having a business fulfill your orders for you, which is technically allowed by Amazon. A little bit of a gray area, but if you're going to do it, those are the only two I recommend. Beyond that, stick to building your own brand and stick to using genuine wholesalers like Bangala, Petra Industries, D&H Distributors, right? EE Entertainment for toys, and suppliers like that if you want to do actual wholesale with your brands. So I have another product pulled up. I got another backpack. It's $38. So what I would do in this case is I actually think I found I actually think I didn't need to find an item from AliExpress. Let me see. Yeah, so I had something highlighted here. Very cool. This thing already comes with a bonus item. Now, most people would not see the opportunity or the possibility here is the fact that I don't have to add my own bundled item from AliExpress. I could just go get rid of AliExpress, and I am going to be able to add the fact that this is a bundle, but the supplier's got the bundle for you. They're selling it as just the backpack, but they're actually bundling a whistle on the waist strap for you, right? So there's a whistle on this product already. You can then go ahead and list this as hiking backpack bundle with whistle, with emergency survival whistle, right? And you don't have to add on. So the total price you see here is what you're going to pay. Now, if you're using Source Universe 10% off, you're going to be obviously getting $3.80 off, or 20% off, you're going to be getting like $8 off, right? So then you're going to be paying like $30 before Amazon seller fees. And it's a bundle. It already has this product right here, right? It already has a whistle. So I found that, thought that was really cool. And it's also twice the size of that last bag we were looking at. So if the 20 liters are selling from 15 to 75 bucks, these 45 liters are probably be able to sell for more. So you'd probably be able to sell this one for like $59.99. And if you're getting 10 or 20% off and the bundle's already set up for you, you could absolutely crush this one for sure. Over 15 or 20% profit. I would go ahead and list it just like that, right? So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like below and subscribe. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comment field and I will answer them as soon as I can. Cheers, have a good week, and we'll see you next week. Peace.